Darko, I was going to ask you about the other day in Miami. RJ, the 6 turnovers, like on film, were they just like poor decisions, careless with the ball? Like how do you like sum it all up?
And RJ is he also had 10 assists, right? And he had triple-double in that game as well, right? Played great defense. He did a lot of good stuff in the game. So RJ played our starting point guard in a game that we did not have Emmanuel Quickly or Scotty Barnes, and also did not start Davian or Jamal. So it's a role that's pretty new for him. I was very pleased the way how he was handling that pressure, but also with that comes the learning. Definitely he can do a better job of handling some of the situations and taking care of the ball better. So that's something that we are focusing and working on, and I'm seeing already a lot of progress.
How can you guys help him? Maybe limit the turnover.
Watch film, do the drills, talk, put him in situations where he is going to have easier decisions to make. It's a lot of repetitions. You don't learn to be a point guard overnight. You need to have some experience there. A lot of times also it comes with learning curve, and when you commit those turnovers, to learn from the mistakes as well.
When you refer to RJ and a point guard role, is it really just a situation where there's opportunity here to let him grow and expand and learn? I mean, because technically you might be better served having him play alongside Jamal or alongside Davion as a pure point guard.
For sure. But that's exactly right, Michael. It's just to speed up that. When you're playing a two guard and you're running pick and rolls and you're in those situations, you're not going to be handling the ball so much in your hands. You're not responsible to set up other guys. This is literally just to speed up his decision-making process, and then how he goes about helping the team on offensive end.
Taking advantage of the situation.
Absolutely.
How is he in the huddle? Is he vocal? Is he assertive?
Yes, he's doing a really good job. Very well connected with his teammates. RJ is playing with a lot of pride for the Toronto Raptors, and it means a lot for him that he's back home and representing. He's doing a great job. He's first of all great human being. He cares about his teammates and success of the team. So he's doing a great job in the huddles as well.
What was it like having 2 consecutive days off?
Catch up with the sleep, watch extra film, get ready for the practice today. We had really good energy today in the practice. We're ready to roll.
Was it a little temptation to just give him the 1 day off and have 2 practices? Why was it important to take advantage?
Yeah, I think it was important physically for us because we had a very tough schedule to start the season, a lot of traveling. I felt that it's good for guys to spend a little bit of time with their families and loved ones, and at the same time to fill the cup and come with a lot of energy to play. We are now in a stretch of playing 4 games in 14 days, so we'll have time to practice today, but also after the game against Chicago, we'll have 2 days of practices. We'll have enough time to practice.
Darko, I throw something totally different at you. Could you ever see a future where you guys have an AI, artificial intelligence assistant coach, or incorporating that into basketball strategy making?
It's part of the future for sure. I think it's coming. I think it's going to be. I think it's similar like asking if somebody asked 30 years ago, would you consider using internet to help you out? I think it's going to become something that we use. I already played a little bit around it. I don't think at this point we have enough to really help us with decision making. But I think it's going to become part of the NBA, part of the future. And, like anything else, you got to be careful how using information and what it brings. I don't think it will ever substitute coaches and assistant coaches, but I think it can be a helpful tool.
Hey, scout the Miami Heat, scout, whatever team, and it'll populate a whole scouting report for you. And
It might, but it's not. It's also gonna do based on other teams and what worked or didn't work other teams, and I don't know if it can take in account what's going on with your team. There's so much complexity to decision making, and at the end of the day, you're working with humans, and there is emotional part of over there when you're making decisions. So there is a lot to go, but I can see it as being a useful tool, but never replacing what people do.
Obviously, you never want to see anybody get hurt, but is there part of you that relishes the opportunity in scenarios like this to kind of see what other guys can do in expanded roles and the opportunity to put them in positions to see what you can tease out of them when they have to kind of step into a bigger role?
Unfortunately, injuries that we're dealing with, and we had them a lot this season, are something that slows us down. And what bothers me there is like we still did not have a chance to see our starting five playing together, what it would look like. We still did not have our second unit playing together and see what it looks like. So on the other side, some young guys and the guys, two-way and rookies are getting very substantial minutes for the first year, and I think that's going to really help us in the long run. It's going to help with their development. It's going to help with developing of our roster.
With RJ specifically and the role that he's been playing for you guys, has it changed your opinion at all about what you might want him to do or be when you have the full team healthy?
The RJ game is constantly evolving. I always said, like, when he first came with us over here in first, 4 or 5 weeks, we barely ran any plays for him, and he was able to cut and move, and he just has points in his hands. Something that really is on my mind is his growth as a two-way player, and I was very pleased in Miami game the way he was in the first half, the way he was guarding, the way he was engaged on defensive end, coming up with the steals and deflections and rebounds. That's something that's very important for his growth and for the growth of our team. So I think also offensively there is more opportunities for me now to use him on the ball and playmaking than it was last year.
Can you describe a little bit what Garrett Temple brings to this team in terms of, even when he's not playing as many minutes on the court, like what he brings to the team culture and even practices and stuff like that?
And Garrett Temple is somebody who is, first of all, amazing human being, somebody who has a lot of experience playing in this league with different teams, for different coaches. He brings a unique perspective, He's aware that he's transitioning now, that he's more of a veteran presence for our team. But every single day when he comes to the practice, he's always going 100%. And that sets the tone for everybody else to see what veteran does, how he practices, the way he communicates with everybody, the way how he's trying to get pretty much whole team under his wing and to help everybody to grow. It's very unique, and it's amazing to see his growth as a leader as well.
Yeah, is he the kind of player that you can see like maybe a coaching career in his future, like post-career, or?
I can definitely see him being part of basketball. Is that going to be in a front office role? Is that going to be in a coaching role? But definitely I can see him staying in basketball for his basketball for life.
Awesome, thank you.
Do you have a timeline on when we might see Bruce back?
Timeline, no, but a lot of progress. He took participation in the whole practice today. He looked pretty good. Now it's questioning of reconditioning and when he's going to really start feeling like comfortable, like, okay, it's time to go.
There's been no setbacks?
No setbacks.
And IQ, see any change in him in the past week?
Not much. It's improving. He's not part of the team practices yet. He's been starting to use his left arm more, but not to the point that he's allowed to go and be in contact.
Scotty.
We were supposed to wait for a week.
Is there big news on Scotty?
Scotty he worked out today. He did not go in a live part of the practice with the team, but he was part of the non-contact with the team, and he also did his full workout with the assistant coach.
So sorry, he was mobile and active.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Walking versus that play.
Oh yeah. He was running around, and jumping, and he took participation, but not in live contact.
That's great.
Thank you.
All right.
How much do you kind of enjoy these opportunities to play point guard?
I think it's just, next man up, whatever the team needs. I think that's the whole team. I think everybody has stepped up more. But for me personally, I'm just trying to go out there and figure it out. I haven't really played point guard too much in the NBA, so just trying to go out there and just be a playmaker. Just try to make the right plays on both ends of the floor.
Is it difficult to manage all the responsibilities you have and then actually make play calls and actually make reads and on behalf of other guys a little bit?
Yeah, well, I think talking to the coaches helps a lot. Just knowing kind of what they expect of me, and the whole team's just encouragement throughout the game, or in practices and everything. So, yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you face, you think?
Biggest challenge is, I think, just trying to go out there and get the wins undermanned. I feel like, especially when a guy like Scotty goes out, it's a big blow, to the team, and we're already missing Quick. So just figuring out how to play together, everyone having to do a little bit more during those times when those guys are out. I think that's just, the challenge. I think just everybody stepping up, doing more, and that's in all areas, off the court as well, just making sure, you're either getting extra reps or extra rest or watching more film just to be able to be sharp in the games.
You're one of the few old souls, even though you're a young kid. Do you find yourself maybe trying to be a little bit more, not assertive, but just more hands-on in terms of leadership or getting guys on the same page?
I try my best to, help the guys, with anything that I see. I think this team is good at, talking to each other. Whether it's, Temp, Bruce hasn't played, but he's always locked in. Quick, everybody on the bench kind of, talking to each other, seeing what they see on the floor just to try to help the team.
Have you picked Emmanuel's brain in terms of how to be like an effective point guard?
I told him and Scotty to just talk to me, just talk to me all the time, let me know what they see, because obviously they've been playing that position and they're obviously very good at it. So just trying to pick their brains so I could be more effective.
When was the last time you were in a role like this, ever?
Zion got hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been called upon before.
What's the most important thing you feel like you're going to be able to take from this experience when you have to kind of adapt again and those guys are back to playing a different role?
I'm a basketball player. I think adapting is one of my biggest skill sets just in life. So I think that I'll be able to figure it out.
What's your relationship with Garrett Temple like?
Temp's one of the best vets I've been around. He's just always, positive, always keeping it real with us. And, he's a voice that everybody listens to.
How do you keep, as your offensive workload goes up, you're also needed defensively. Like, how are you managing sort of two-way play to keep that energy on the defensive end with a bigger offensive load?
It's a very good question. Give it all I have, and if I need a sub, just let Coach know. Coach is a guy that he'll sub you out, get you right back in. Just you gotta go out there and play hard and do whatever the team needs.
Is it tiring playing point guard?
Tiring? I think if you're not tired of playing basketball, you're not doing your job.
Thank you.
I'm TJ Ford, and you're watching the Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Works right into the lane, puts it up and in! TJ flying to the lane, fades, fires,